One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Baylor Bears, taking on another Big 12 foe, the Cincinnati Bearcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Bears will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcats offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Bears offense will go to work for the first time. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for him today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
First down, 10 yards to go. From the gun, the running back has it. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Robertson. Got his man on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field, and don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball.
There he goes. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Bears look to keep this drive humming. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. And the Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hawkins. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
3rd down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice exit.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bears! They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Back to throw, it's Sorsby. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. The Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Trying to escape and get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Cameron. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Got a man. It's Hawkins. Oh, he's got some space. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Alabama opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. finds his tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Throws to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Sorsby. That's caught, it's Allen. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. This time he's got it. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. And the Bearcats are marching down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. On the run, it's Walker. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats! Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough omelet.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Klopfenstein. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. They've got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catches, plenty to give them a 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Robertson. Gets rid of it. He makes a grab. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll throw on 3rd and short. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the last couple weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
The Bears have it with a 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Skips away from pressure. And he will score! Touchdown, Bears! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Cincinnati, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way, but
Turning it on! Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Cincinnati! He got a step and just dusted the field.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. To the air, it's Robertson. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Bears decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
The Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Right back to him on the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking downfield on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Caldwell. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's lost. The ball's loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. The Bearcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to pass. It's Sorsby. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. Touchdown, Bearcats! A great catch and run for 6.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That's caught. It's Hawkins. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man downfield. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. The option look. He'll toss it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. Here's the pressure. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Hawkins. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Back to pass, it's Sorsby. Lost one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Bearcats will send out the punt unit. No fair catches here, looking for room. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He's going to run it. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Makes the grab. It's Cameron. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Unleashes one. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
They'll immediately call timeout. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. I wasn't sure that one was going to get there, but had just enough gas to make it over the crossbar. And now the lead is extended a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Nippert Stadium.
And the Bearcats will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The Bears are moving quickly down the field. Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Robertson. Starting to feel a little pressure. Slings it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it and be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Makes the catch. It's Hawkins. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll start this drive firing. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
To the air on second down. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds a man on the left. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Oh, he's got a chance. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, obviously, the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field.
Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Walker. Got the first down, looking for more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Bearcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. To the air, it's Sorsby. Rushes on him. Pressure's there, and he gets Rust. Had to get rid of that one. Good job.
Well, it hasn't always been that easy for the quarterback. He's been sacked a few times early on, and I don't know if he was expecting to have that much time from the pocket, surveying the field. His feet just never seemed to get settled, and I think that's what forced the inaccurate throw and incompletion.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. On third down, he drops to throw. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Absolutely center cut. This is now a 7-point game. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll start this drive going to the air. Looking deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
The defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense, like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up a bit.
And the Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Snagged in the middle. It's Hawkins. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. He knew that he was coming. He had to get rid of it in a hurry, and he did so beautifully.
Perfectly. I don't need a big gain. I don't need to hold on to this football because the longer I hold on to it with the blitz coming, the worse things are going to happen. I just need...
It's a running room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Bears have this offense rolling. Power football with the run. Makes it past the marker. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. And the Bears kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Scanning the field, it's Robertson. Out of the backfield, he's open. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. How about this running back's ability to get into a pass pattern and get into one downfield?
Yeah, I like it, and I like the offensive coordinator continuing to work the running back in the passing game. Do more of this. It's easy. It's not hard routes. It's not things I have to read. It's matchups and what I find when my guy's better than yours and how I take advantage of it.
That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. The give to the back. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and lead the clock. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Now on second down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's third and goal from the 1. They'll try to pass their way in. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close, punching in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Man, inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Kentucky is comfortably ahead on the scoreboard right now. Frankly, the kind of lead we're used to seeing inside Rupp Arena with the Cats. They're up by 21 over Tennessee. Games like these just...
There he goes! Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Pulls it in. It's Caldwell. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. To the ground with the back. Finds a crease at the 20. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Bearcats will hustle to the line. To the air, it's Sorsby. Big fella moving. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. The Bearcats are threatening on first and goal. Using his legs, it's Walker. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Using the quick game. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he runs it all the way down to the 3-yard line before he's finally knocked down.
Well, I know this guy is really athletic, but it's going to be hard to outrun a DB. It was a really nice job scrambling, trying to get what he could get on that third down, but there's the DB in the open field. Nice job rallying to the quarterback, getting him down. Now it's decision time for the offense, 4th and short.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. If I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Caught over the middle. It's Hawkins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. Got a man. It's Cameron. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.